Good evening, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing all right. So we're going to have ourselves a bit of a little bit of a discussion in regards to a specific skin that you can see right here. Now there has been a bit of a commotion in regards to the Witch Garage door. There's been talks that AI was used to make the skin. Now I just want to get this across immediately. It doesn't look like it's going to be a situation like the Neon Dragon Garage door. Remember, that was a copyright issue. That was an asset being sold in an online store that was taken without, permission or license and put on a skin, and Facepunch was like, nope, can't do that, and they removed it from the Rust store. It's been 24 hours since this Rust store rotated in. That still hasn't been removed, and I don't think it's getting removed at all. But Facepunch have stepped forward and given an official response in regards to what's going on, and we're going to showcase all of that right now. Just go over all the details. But I can't help but assume a lot of people bought this purely because they thought it was going to get removed from the Rust store. And I'm a little bit worried about that now because I think it's been bought in excess. So in terms of financial, buy orders and whatnot, trying to make a quick flip and all that, I think we're going to have a little bit too many of them on the Steam market. And the fact that it was also made with AI, potentially, that's a bit of a problem. So let's go start talking about the whole situation right now. So there's the first 24 hours of sales. Go look at the likes of my Twitter. It's linked in the description so you can see that for yourself. But over the course of last night, people were pointing out, notably other skin creators, that there's something very suspicious about this. If you went and looked at the actual workshop page, there used to be a GIF showcasing the development of the art that was utilised in the skin here. Do you remember that? Because I was looking at it constantly. You might recall that if I just quickly go back over to here, if you look at the likes of all my short videos, scroll down, you'll see that I was yapping about this about, 2 weeks ago, talking about, hey, is this a skin you generally would like to see being added to the Rust store? More specifically, the design of it. I didn't actually consider it was made with AI. Stupid Hedge. Anyway, so we've looked at this for a long time now. I've been yapping so much in regards to how it was the most voted for Halloween skin. Now I'm starting to question, was that even legitimate now? Because it was leagues above compared to all the other skins. But, was it legitimate? It was funny how the second top performing skin in terms of support and whatnot also happened to be the non-glowing version. And this was a skin creator that never had a skin accepted before. So, as you can see, they've removed the GIF showcasing the development of the art, but I saved it, and we're going to go take a look at that right now. So as you can see, it went from a very, very rough start to instantly good. What? How did that happen? Now, you can also watch it reversed as well. So from good to, look at that, it goes from very neat to thingy. So, that's a little bit suspicious. So yeah, the other artists that make skins, like Duck, who's made the likes of the Neon Storage Collection, all the storages, the lockers, and the small boxes and whatnot that you saw this year, even the garage doors. Yeah, he was bringing up that this is coming across as very suspicious, and it must be very annoying to be an artist who's worked very hard to improve their skill, their talent, having to go to college and whatnot to learn better skills, learn how to utilize software to improve your abilities and whatnot, and then you see someone just generating an art piece and either straight up using it or tracing it. That could be what's happened here. So many people have been mentioning what they say. There's other skin creators here, Zed Skipper, Stabby McStabface, Mr. Verona, Vlek. Yeah. So a lot of people are very upset, and the artist, quote unquote, the skin creator here, has now removed the GIF. That's a little bit damning, isn't it? Now, if you actually go to their profile itself, they actually had a link to their Instagram which had all their art in it. They've also removed that as well. Suspicious? Well, they're not doing themselves any favours, let me put it that way. I'm trying my best to not immediately accuse, but they're definitely not helping themselves out either. We haven't had an official response from Donut Raccoon yet, but as I've pointed out, we have never seen another skin being accepted from them before, and it's just a usual person in regards to Rust skins. It's just a usual person that would randomly appear to post a holiday theme skin. There's Valentine's, there's Easter, and you can see the progression of that, sort of. I mean, it just kind of instantly appears. No sketch that time. So, yeah, very suspicious. So it wasn't just like one, it was many. I've even got Azzy here. You know the recycled hazmat collection? I mean, if you've watched SpongeBob, that was pretty funny. Right, but it wasn't just the skin creators, it was also people on the likes of the Rust Reddit themselves. So get a good look at the likes of this. So many people acknowledging, realising, and yeah, props to you, VEN, for pointing that out. So earlier today, guess what happened? Alistair stepped forward. Now, Alistair stands here and says, recently concerns within the Rust community about an approved skin suspected to be part of, or, you know, fully AI generated. We've consistently aimed to avoid community-submitted skins that incorporate AI-generated elements, as the technology evolves quickly and regulatory guidelines lag behind. In short, he then links an actual, like, thing from Valve themselves. They don't actually want, like, AI-generated assets being allowed in the games on their platform and whatnot. But perhaps that might change in the future, I guess, is what Alistair is kind of pointing out. But by default, there is a stance from Valve, we don't want it. There is a stance from Facepunch, they don't want it. But seems one skin's leaked through potentially, alright? So just to reiterate, no AI should be used in producing Rust skins. That is a rule that's in place. So, yeah, obviously it's gone through. We're not sure what's happening next. Obviously it hasn't been removed yet, and I think if it would have been removed, it would have happened by now, but it hasn't. Maybe the skin creator isn't going to get paid because they broke a rule. That very likely could be happening. We don't know. Nothing's been officially said in regards to that yet. But there's also another interesting thing that I'll be talking about in a second, but we'll save that for a bit. But anyway, in regards to what's happened, are you still not sure? Because I've kind of been shown this. Now, this isn't something I definitively want to follow with. This was shown to me yesterday. Because obviously I was showcasing the skins yesterday and whatnot. I'm sure you've seen the likes of my Rustore rotation and predictions video. But I didn't want to jump in and throw out accusations when I didn't fully check in myself. But I'm definitely kind of leaning in that, yeah, it definitely looks like this was probably at the very least traced from AI art. Now, what makes you say that? Well, I've also been provided some very interesting art pieces from Deviantart. Cool. It's kind of strange how there's a lot of art pieces of witches holding pumpkins in the exact same pose, isn't there? So, anyway, in regards to this whole situation, it looks like Facepunch is going to be stepping up into trying to make sure that they don't let this happen again. I'm not sure how this is going to be done. But keep your ears open and see what gets mentioned next. But let's now move on to an extra little thing, alright? So, Mr. Micro, I'm sure many of you are well aware of him. He helped me out at the likes of the Rust Store showcases in the past, and he still does. So, he's pointed out, as a skin creator himself, my biggest fear of the Rust Workshop is that Facepunch was going to bring in-house and cut out the community artists. But now that they're accepting AI skins, the artists are now essentially cut out anyways. So yeah, new fear unlocked, accepting amateur AI work not even related to the game's theme. And I was questioning you about this with the likes of the short video. Is that something you generally would have wanted? And the funny thing is, as much as you can sit there and say, oh, I would never have wanted that, I've had so many people sitting here and say, it's an anime skin, it's an anime skin, I want that, I need that in my life. And obviously a lot of people did buy it. And I can't help but assume a lot of people generally bought it because they wanted the skin. And now that you know the potential dark, backstory behind it, are you still satisfied now? Because by default, maybe a lot of people don't care. And that is quite unfortunate because, as I said, a lot of hard-working artists are constantly putting out very nice skins every single week, only to get pushed aside for slop that can just get generated potentially about 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. So, just wanted to get that across. So, yeah. Right then, so let's now talk about an interesting detail that's brought up. So as you can see here, Alistair did respond to Micro. We've no plans to remove the workshop. We're looking at adding new skinnable items soon. Oh. Now, and I should also point out, we plan to continue making efforts to avoid AI-generated skins for the foreseeable future, and Micro also responded, and Glassholly also responded, so yeah, very nice thing, very nice response, awesome. Now, some of you might be questioning, new skinnable items, skins, what? Well, this is something that we've been talking about for quite some time now. So basically, the last brand new skins that we've had, or rather items to become skinnable, were the L96 and the Road Sign gloves, back in 2021. That's been quite a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. Well, here's something I just want to point out to all of you. with the likes of that German guy or TGG's top picks collections that he does every single week, you are aware that there's like a poll, a straw poll that's always mentioned in the description, right? Do you see that? Well, if you were to click it, it'll navigate you to a poll. Now, what this is basically asking you is, in terms of all of the items that are provided here in front of you, if you could prioritise which one you would prefer the most to become skinnable next, what would it be? And it's basically a case of, I would really like the nail gun, like desperately I want to see nail gun skins. I'm going to drag that to the top. So now that that's first, it gets 44 points. I would really love to see a chainsaw skin, but not as much as the nail gun. So I'll put that second. That now gets 43 points. Basically, you're going to go through all of this, put them in order of what you would prioritise in terms of what you generally would like to see become skinnable next. You get the idea. Scroll down, you can actually just skip ahead to the results if you so wish. This has been going on for about 2 years almost now. So as I click the results, what do we see? There we go. This has been done a good few thousand times. Let's just go to the bottom. 2,926 total votes. That means 2,926 individual people have taken part. You also might notice that these few things here have very low scores. They were added later on. So, what are the top performing items people would love to see become skinnable? Tool cupboard, bed, handmade LMG, tactical gloves, minicopter, high external walls and gates, prototype 17 pistol, M92 pistol, large furnace, wolf headdress, auto turret, Spaz 12 shotgun. Now, funny enough, Tool Cupboard has become skinnable to a point. Only skins made by Face Punch themselves, but it's been used with a promotional skin, a skin you can buy in the general store. Yeah. I don't know if what they refer to are skins they're going to make themselves and sales like DLC, or just something you can buy from the Rust store itself. We shall see. But I am led to believe, in response to how, as you can see, how Alistair's actually responding to a skin creator, that is actually meaning that they're going to be adding skinnable items that the skin creators can make themselves. So, what are you hoping for? I mean, I've got to be honest with you, a wolf headdress. I keep forgetting that's not skinnable. Imagine all the cool things that could be made. And then, of course, a bed. I can finally get a race car bed in Rust. Yes! But yeah, get a good look at this. That might be what Face Punch themselves are looking at. Because is it really that much of a coincidence that the top voted item here did get skinned somewhat recently? So what do you think? And you know what? I'll link this straw poll in the description so you can take part as well if you want. And yeah, cool, I guess. Well, not cool in regards to, what happened with the garage door. In regards to new skins or skinnable items on the horizon, that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be pretty sweet. So I hope this was nice and informative for all of you, and I hope you can look forward to the future where we hopefully see a lot less AI skins being accepted and a lot more brand new items becoming skinnable. Feel free to comment below. What item would you absolutely love to become skinnable next? And if you don't really know on the top of your head, just go for the list here and pick something out. Cars... Spear? Oh, actually, that would be pretty good to have our own coloured like spears. But then again, there's like not much that they can colour. We'll see. Bone armour? Oh, colour in blood. So yeah, plenty of cool things can be made, but we'll see how that all develops. Chat, what would you like to see? Paddle? You want to colour a paddle in? Yes, we can colour that in blood as well. Yes. Yes, Paddle Man will get his revenge. Okay, so yeah, you get the idea. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. And let's see if another weird, silly story happens with likes of Ruskins again in the future. I hope not, because I'd rather everything be nice and straightforward and A-OK, but these things just keep tending to happen, I guess. And as a final definitive question, do you yourself think that there was some funny business going on? Do you think it's suspicious that the skin creator has said nothing? Do you think it's suspicious that they've removed the GIF showcasing how it's developed? Their Instagram? Yeah. As I said, they haven't said anything official yet, but their actions so far do come across as pretty damning. So, yeah. All right. Catch you later.